Well, here's an interesting story. Have you ever been caught in a rainstorm without an umbrella and wondered how to stay driest? Should you run or should you walk through the rain? You mean like in the parking lot, it's raining, have to go to the building? Will you get less wet if I run versus if I walk? Yes, that's right. Everyone thought it made more sense to run. Well, that seems to make sense. It seems like if you're out in the rain for a longer period of time because you're working, you get weather. But it's a little more complicated. When you run, rain hits the front of your body more, so then you have to calculate how much your body exposed and for how much time. I guess it is more complicated than it seems at first. And then there's the wind. If the wind seems like that could make a difference. I hadn't thought of that. If the wind is blowing rain at you, then you probably get weather. Well, some scientists have spent a lot of time on this question and and they finally have an answer. If you run in light rain without a lot of wind, you'll stay less 16% drier. Only 16%? I expected more benefit based on what the effort of running. Maybe not. But there's more benefits to running if the heavy rain, especially with a lot of wind. In those conditions, you stay 40 to 44% drier if you run. Okay, that's better, so it's worth running with windy. Yes, when the rain is heavy. What I want to know is, how did they do this research? Well, at first they did equations to calculate the condition in a rainstorm. Scientists worked it out mathematically. But then two scientists in North Carolina decided to actually do an experiment. First, they went out and bought identical clothes, shirts, pants, hats. Then they measured out a 100-meter check outside the office building and waited for a rainstorm. When it was finally a good rainstorm with wind, they went out in 1 minute walk around the check while the other ran. After they finished, they weighed the clothes to find out how much water had been absorbed, and they found that the person who ran got less wet. His clothes were 40% drier. You know that the two scientists actually said the experiment was kind of a joke. They wasn't really taking it seriously, but in the end, other people were interested in the results. It's interesting. Of course, if you just carry an umbrella, you don't have to think about any of this. Yes, but who always remembers an umbrella?